So what is going on guys, Flair here, and today I'm bringing you guys another GTA 5 online tips and tricks video. This one's actually episode 19 of the series, in which every single week I try to bring you guys 3 new tips that you may or may not have known about GTA 5 and online, and I hope to be able to teach you something. Without further ado, make sure to go and leave a like down below, as it really would help me out if you guys do enjoy the video. Now let's go. So for our tip number 1, I felt like showing you guys this bounty evasion technique. Now for those of you that didn't know, back in the past of GTA Online, a lot of people would just hide in their apartments when they had a bounty placed on them, so that they could claim the full amount of it after the 48 minutes time. But in I think patch 1.13 or 14, they changed the ability to be able to do that. You now have to be in the open world and easily vulnerable to be able to actually claim the bounty after the time limit. So a lot of people have been struggling with this, but there's a good way of doing it still. And now this is actually something to do with the submarine. Now you can actually find the submarine around the Merryweather docks right at the bottom of the map. You can occasionally find it around the Alamo Sea area, and you can quite often find it down here in the Vespucci canals. So all you need to do is just collect one of these for yourself and go very, very deep down into the water. Now when you reach about 475 foot depth under the water, you'll start to be reaching the pressurization level for the cabin of it, so you're going to have to stay around that area if not quite a bit higher. But people can't actually lock onto you from there with any buzzards, they can't shoot you with guns, the front glass of the submarine is actually bulletproof, and you're pretty much invincible when you're down there. You really don't even have to be that deep, as muggers can't even get you to try to pull you out, they don't know how to climb into it, other players can't get into it, as you can see in this clip here. Breezy tried to get into it and it just didn't work. Like I said, the front glass is bulletproof so you don't risk being shot through it. It's just a really good bounty evasion technique, if you still want to be able to claim the full amount of your bounty for yourself. Now for our tip number 2, I also wanted to show you guys this slightly different way of evading bounties. So you may know that around this construction area by the Maze Bank building, there's a load of different floors and a load of different secret hideouts that by this point a lot of people already know. But something that a lot of people don't know is that about halfway up this building there's this little open area where you can easily land a chopper, or if you're really ballsy you can try to land a plane. So we landed here earlier with Veg and Breezy, and we wanted to try to find this area over here, so it turns out that you can run down this little metal grating off to the side, go around the corner to the left, and you want to slide in between the grid and the pillar, and you can actually find yourself in this big open floor with nothing in it apart from just pillars, and there's nowhere to shoot in or out. So again, if you need to go AFK anyway, if you need to just evade your bounty without being too vulnerable, this is of course a very good place to try to do it. People won't really know where to look for you, they're going to be looking for you all on the top of the building, when in reality you're about halfway down it, and there's only that one entrance in. Unless you're standing right by the side, rockets can't get through, bullets can't get through, so it's just a very easy evasion spot. And finally, for tip number 3 of the week, I wanted to show you guys this slightly simpler and easier tip. Now this tip actually has something to do with the interaction menu that you can bring up by holding back select, or holding down the back button on the Xbox 360. What this actually involves is aiming a gun at another player or locking onto them with a melee weapon, and then opening up your interaction menu using those button presses. Now at the bottom of this, instead of having the option to commit suicide for the $500 fee, you'll actually have 2 extra options when you're locking onto another player. The first one will be to join their crew. Now I was actually in the same crew as Breezy, so my option for it is grayed out, but normally you'll be able to see their crew and hit A to request an invite to it, which can then be accepted by the high-ups in theirs. And then the other option is actually to show their gamer card. It's a much easier way than navigating through all of the menus, when you can just hover over their name like this and just open up their gamer card to see what they have on the official console one. Like I said, just a nice and easy tip that may come in handy in the future of GTA Online. So, that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the Tips and Tricks series, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go and leave a like down below, as it really would help me out and it really does show your support. Subscribe for more videos just like this and many more every week. And finally, follow me on Twitter for more exclusive images, updates, talks, ramblings, and kind of behind the scenes parts of editing and content creation that don't always get uploaded to this channel. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching this episode of the Tips and Tricks series, guys. My name has been Flair, signing out.